Hey there guys, welcome to a brand new video showcase. Happy Back to the Future 2 Day. I say that because everybody goes, what's Back to the Future 2 Day? Well, I got my notes here by the way. That's the day they went to in Back to the Future 2. October 21st, 2015. We still don't have hoverboards or hover cars. Come on, Doc Brown, get on this stuff. But no, I can still remember watching that movie in theaters back in '89. Sorry, getting stuff on my phone. I can still remember watching that movie back at theaters back in 1989. I mean, I still love it. I was watching it on TV the other day. And as later right now, some theaters are going to be having Back to the Future marathon. So if you get a chance to go to that, go have fun, enjoy the show. You get to watch 1, 2, or 3. Some of them are going to be doing, I'm sure, a full marathon, but there are ones you could pick which ones you want to see. I've seen parts 2 or 3 in theaters. I've never seen the original one in theaters, which is, I watch it on TV all the time, so that's cool. So yeah, I just want to say Happy Back to the Future Day to start off. Pretty cool stuff with everything and so yeah, I can't believe it's October 21st, 2015. The Cubs are in the playoffs. Come on, Cubs. Beat the Mets. It's nothing against the Mets. I was saying that, beat the Mets and make the Back to the Future Back to the Future 2 prophecy come true, because that's the prophecy I'd like to see happen. I want to see the Cubs win the World Series. It's been a long time coming. Check on my phone and see how they're actually doing in the playoffs. Yeah, I got that through there. It's loading up. Trying to find the scores. Come on. Sorry, it just goes slow today. It's being a pain in the butt. Come on. Ugh. Okay, now it's going. Sorry about that, it's just being a pain in the rear. And I'm trying to find the Cubs score. I don't know, it's last night or the night before. I know at one point they were down 0-2 in the series. Come on, Internet. Stupid thing. No, I screwed around, but I'm trying to run. I think it's Cubs are down 0-3, I'm not sure. Man, come on, Cubs. I'll find out later. I think it is Cubs are down 0-3. I didn't get to watch last night because it stormed real bad. I was watching Flash, that stormed real bad afterwards, so I had to turn the TV off for a while. Flash last night was very good, by the way. I just wanted to say that. I thought they did a very good job with it, explaining how a Captain Cold shot it with the freeze gun, that he was able to warm himself up. I'm surprised they didn't just say, have yourself, vibrate at a high amount of speed or set up. I guess they have set the... You'll see. I don't want to spoil it for everybody. I still have to go watch last week's Arrow, because I was able to watch it because it was stormy and stuff that for last week's Arrow. Last week's Supernatural was very good too. Oh, what else do we got today? We'll do a Raw review. We'll talk about who should be Sheamus for Money in the Bank Extended. Yeah, I talked about that last week, but it's kind of a rush, so I'll expand on that. We'll do some Smallville TNT news, which is probably the last time. I talked about Back to the Future Part 2 Day. We'll talk about some TV reboots that are coming up, and we'll talk about some Friday the 13th game and movie news, and some of it's good, some of it's kind of sad, so don't worry, we're still getting the movie, it's just going to take a while longer. So first off, on that note, we'll talk about the Friday the 13th news. Do you want the good news or bad news first? We'll go to the bad news first, get it out of the way. As of yesterday, it was announced Paramount Pictures is delaying back. Keep wanting to say Back to the Future 2. I'm sorry, guys. They're Back to the Future mood today. There you go, shipped around. My back's a little sore, so if I see an agony, it's not that, it's just a little sore, so. As of yesterday, Paramount Pictures announced Back to the... I keep saying Back to the Future. As of yesterday, Paramount Pictures announced Friday the 13th. There we go, that's the right franchise. The new movie will be delayed from May 13th, 2016 to January 13th, 2017. The reason for that being they had not even begun filming yet. They had locked out cast or crew. They had locked out locations. I don't think they were even done with the script fully yet. So it is kind of sad we're losing. We're not getting the movie on May 13th in time for Friday 13th next year. Excuse me. But I did scratch wrong. I write down. But at least we're still getting the movie. It's just gonna take a while longer and stuff. But I'd rather, I'm gonna be all serious. In all seriousness, I would rather have a good movie than just have a pile of junk, because I've seen so many of my movies get turned into a pile of junk, and it sucks. And I'm, the less junk we get, the better. And I've seen my movies get turned into junk. Yeah, the Cubs are down 0-3. Come on, Cubs. Come on. I don't know when they're going to play again. Maybe it is today, I'm not sure. Check it out. But I want that Back to the Future True prophecy to come true. That'd be awesome. Now it's loading for the dates. Cubs are tonight. They play tonight, 8 p.m. I think that's 8 Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what it is. So it's, please let the Cubs win. I'm a Cubs fan for life. You guys have known that. You guys have seen my. I flipped back to Google actually. Sorry. You guys have seen my picture of me with the Cubs jersey on, which is awesome. But come on, Cubs. That's the prophecy of what happened. Let's get the Back to the Future 2 thing, Back to the Future Part 2 thing going. We're not getting Jaws IT this year. I guess. Maybe you are. It's called Sharknado. No, I think right now. But yeah, my friend Lee and I are both big Friday 13 fans, and so we're kind of bummed out that this is happening. But my feeling has always been on the thing: do a good movie, the fans will come in and they'll appreciate it more. Because all I heard was the reboot sucked, this is why it sucked, this is why it was bad. And I thought the 2009 reboot was pretty good. Was it the most perfect one I've ever seen? No. Was it my favorite one? No. But it was pretty good. Especially Jared Padalecki and all the younger people in it. It was really cool. The actors were really good and they did a good job with it. I could see throwback at I could see trash. I could see stuff happening. I could see like homages to parts 1 through 4. I could see some part 6 homages, part 7. I could see all sorts of homages, part 5 and stuff. That's really cool. It will happen. It'll just take a while longer. And to be honest, I thought this was gonna happen anyway because we hadn't heard any news in the last couple weeks about when this movie's coming out. We knew they had said May 13th next year, but they still hadn't written the script. They were still working on the script. The script wasn't done yet. So if they had, it would have been a big rush job too. And I know they used to film stuff Friday 13th back in the day, like film them, edit them, get them in the theaters and stuff like that. But nowadays, you can't get away with that. And like, some of those movies were good, like part 3 and part 4 were kind of rushed. Not rushed, but like that they were filmed and edited, like as soon as possible because Paramount would move up the release date. Like I think for part 4, Paramount moved up the release date from, let's say, to June or something. Let me look up. IMDb.com is your best friend, folks. As am I. No, I think Friday 13th was supposed to be in October that year. Come on. Friday the 13th, part 4. Please work. Okay. 1984. And this is, by the way, I wanted to give you a reminder. This is going to be on AMC Fear Fest next week. So look for that on Fear Fest. They're going to do a big marathon over 2 nights, over a night and a day. So for Friday 13th, parts 1 through 8 first. I think I do Jason Goes to Hell. That's the name of the movie, so I could say it. And excuse me. And they're gonna do Just Goes to Hell, Jason X. I think they're doing Freddy vs. Jason. They're doing the reboot for 2009, which I talked about already. Okay, I'm looking at the thing. IMDb.com says the movie was released April 13th, 1984. They rushed it, and like they didn't rush it, film it, but they always got them in. They always went boom, 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 and got them out in theaters pretty fast too. Because I think it was supposed to be out in like, I think they were saying September, October, except for Halloween originally, and then they found and Paramount found out that there was an open slot to that in April on the 13th, which was Friday, so that's pretty cool. So. But yeah, I'd rather that they took their time. Like I like the older ones and stuff that they're cool too. My favorite is part 4, as you guys have known. Part 4 is awesome. I just said that part 4, hee hee. I can't talk today. I just got a shower. Part 4 is my favorite. Freddy vs. Jason's up there. The original's up there. I like them all. They're awesome. I think they're great movies. I know my friend Leah. Hi again, Leah. Leah is a big fan of part 5. 5 is really good. 5 was an underrated classic that grew and grew and grew and grew and grew as it became more and more and more popular as the years went on and on and on. And I think part 5 is really good. It's a good mystery as to who is Jason. Is it really Jason back, or is it someone else doing this stuff and stuff that? So that is really good. And the cast was good, and everybody was good and stuff that. And sometimes those movies don't get enough credit, but they're great movies. So off the bad news onto good news. This news was broken, I think late last week. I think it was late last week, earlier this week. They are working on a new Friday the 13th game. And you can play either Jason, who will be played by Kane Hodder, or you can play counselors trying to survive the night. And there are rumors that also that Corey Feldman's Tommy Jarvis character will be reprising his role in the video game too. And I've heard it's going to be Kane Hodder, like I said, playing Jason, which is always awesome to me, because I cannot wait to see this. And it's been a long time since we've seen him in Mortal Kombat and stuff then, but I think we need a pure Friday the 13th game. Let that thing go nuts. The fans will be there. They're in a Kickstarter right now, so if you want to go fund it, go pay for it. Dude, I think this is awesome. Kane Hodder, possibly Corey Feldman in it. As I hear more details, I'll let you know. That's what I heard the other day. I think it's really cool. I was going to do a video about that the other day, but I figure it'd be best to wait for that on the video showcase today for you guys. So Merry Christmas. So no, but you know what I mean. I crack myself up. I just be goofy. So yeah, that's the Friday 13th news, and it's kind of sad the movie got bumped back, but at least we're getting a new video game. So we'll see the movie. It'll be on January 13th, 2017. It's good, and for what I've heard, the details I've read of who's writing this thing and stuff that. It really is going to be one worth waiting for. So I think this will be one of the best Jason movies that we've ever seen. What we got next? Oh, we got some Smallville news. Oh, it don't get better than this, guys. And you know me and listen to the tone of my voice. Smallville got dropped by TNT again. And I hope it stays dropped so it could go to another network. So they could actually treat it with respect. Because the last 3 Mondays, this past Monday, the Monday before, and the Monday before that, it was on 2 o'clock in the morning for me, which is satellite, and then cable is like 5 o'clock in the morning or so that. Once a week on Monday mornings. Now, I looked at the schedule. It is not airing on Mondays anymore. Guess what's replacing it? Law and Order. I like Law and Order as much as the next guy, but this is ridiculous. Please get that. You know what? You don't need any more freaking Law and Order. I'm clearing my phone off here. You don't need any more Law and Order reruns on TNT. And not only that, but I have to say this. I think I said the last time we had this happen. It should go to FX. It should go to FX. It should go to Spike. I think what I read on Wikipedia, and Wikipedia is not always correct, but what I've seen with Smallville is pretty much correct. I do believe the contract is expiring or about to expire on Smallville on TNT. So that means that someone else, and believe me, people will bid on this and like crazy. I mean, before ABC Family got FX and Spike wanted that thing like mad. So it'll go to another network. The reruns will, but I think it's just ridiculous. And I think it may be about to go to Netflix streaming. What makes me upset, and I have no problem with Charmed, is just that Charmed has been on TNT for goodness knows how long. Let's actually do a Google search. Okay, Google. How long have Charmed reruns aired on TNT? I'm sorry, but they've been on there for a while. That's ridiculous. Let's see here. Like I said, Wikipedia's your friend. So am I. So, but you know me. We looked up the TNT TV show. And hopefully alone. But the Charm's been on there for 10 million times. And it's been on there for what? It's got to be longer than 4 or 5 years. I'm looking it up. Charmed has been on since 2001. And it airs 3 episodes a day, Monday through Friday. Really? But Smallville's been on there since 2010. So I think it's about time. I think it's getting ready to get kicked off. So it's about ready to go away. Yeah, but 2001 was when Charmed started airing on TNT, and it's been on there ever since. Come on. But excuse me, glean some stuff here that I looked up earlier for Charmed and stuff. But Smallville gets kicked to the curb after what? 4 years, 5 years. Come on, TNT, that's not cool. I like Charmed as much as the next guy, next WB fan, but that's ridiculous. So, and Charmed is already streaming on Netflix. It's on other channels sometimes. It's on Lifetime a lot too. Sometimes with Halloween Rolls on, they put it on there too. Excuse me, sorry. I swear it's like not try to fry your groceries at that. I'm just saying. Don't be surprised if Smallville goes to another network. And I'm sorry, but TNT needs to show tremendous respect. And I was talking to my family, and they said they don't have to. No, they don't have to, but they should. Because this is ridiculous that we fans get treated like junk because TNT doesn't recognize a good show. If that's true, if the reason I heard is true a couple weeks ago, that's just stupid. Going, because they include the term on there, which is... It's like, shut up. And just show our show. It's like, I'm not serious about shut up right there. That's like, it'll be on a different network, and it'll be on Spiker FX or something like that, and they'll actually treat it with respect. Because this is ridiculous. And not only that, but it's already off again. It just restarted. They just restarted it again. And now it's off after 3 weeks? Come on. This is ridiculous. Eventually it's just gonna go to another network, and WB will pull the show and let the contract lapse there, which is probably what's happening anyway. Because I said it's been on since 2010 on TNT. It's time for it to go to another network. It probably will be. I'm calling it Spike gets it, or FX gets it. For all we know, TNIC might get it. TNIC's been doing pretty good with the Splat, so I don't think they'll put on the Splat, but I think they could put it on beforehand and actually do a good job. So we'll see what happens there. Some news about what's coming to TV now. It looks like this is a little bit of older news. I didn't get to talk about it last week. MacGyver and Lethal Weapon are both getting reboots on TV. I almost said TNT. Bleh. On TV, I think MacGyver is going to CBS. It's going to be from Henry Winkler. I think Richard Dean Anderson's going to be involved. So it could actually be a good reboot. The one that's giving me fits is Lethal Weapon, because how the heck do you do this for a TV show? They haven't announced who's going to be in it. And I have no idea who I would put in there. I know people have been suggesting certain people and stuff like that. But if they want to be faithful to the movies, they've got to be kind of dark to the original 2 and stuff like that. Because they were funny, but they were more dark and stuff. Then, like, yeah, the guy dealing with Mel Gibson's character dealing with the death of his wife, and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, yeah, the veteran partner played by Danny Glover trying to break this guy in, and now that one going nuts. I mean, I think if they do it right, it'll be great. But it's like it's gonna be fits. But the MacGyver reruns, I think the MacGyver reboots could be really good. Reboot could be really good because they've talked about a MacGyver movie and it just never happened. And then MythBusters, they've talked about MacGyver myths and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens there. But I think both of them could be really good, especially since I used to watch MacGyver and Quantum Leap back to. I've talked about this in past video. I used to watch MacGyver and Quantum Leap back to back at school on lunch hour. On USA Network when they were still on USA, getting back on there. That's rerun. That's ratings, baby. That's ratings. But yeah, I think it's MacGyver reboot is not the worst I've ever heard of, especially if Richard Dean Anderson involved. Henry Winkler used to work on the show all the time. He used to be executive producer. If he's involved, which he is, I think it could be a really good idea. So let's see what happens here. And there's that and the fact that CBS, which is going to premiere Supergirl next Monday, which I'll do a review of that next week in my video showcase. I think CBS may be the right network to put it on, because I think CBS really is more toward, like, if you look at CBS, Supergirl, the NCIS shows. They have CSI still. They have Person of Interest. They have a bunch of shows. They have good comedies, like they have Big Bang Theory. They have Two Broke Girls. So I think that they could actually do a really good job with it. So we'll see that. But like I said, with Friday 13th news, I will keep you updated on the MacGyver and Lethal Weapon TV reboot news. I'm trying to find my wording. I talked about this a little bit. Well, I'll do the Raw review. Raw review, I thought Raw was really good. They had Stone Cold Steve Austin, they had Shawn Michaels, they had Ric Flair on there. Stone Cold got a fantastic reception at Dallas, Texas, because he came out first and the crowd lit up for him. And then Taker came to the ring. We had a standoff between Taker and Lesnar, getting ready for Hell in a Cell this Sunday night, which is the title strike, which I'll do a review on that next week too. So look forward to that. In the video showcase next week. It was a fast-paced Raw. It was pretty good. The Shield reunited, but like set up with Ron's acted like he got injured. They want to take the tag. He left. Dude, Roman Reigns was so over. It's amazing. Roman Reigns was over with the crowd. That's awesome. And I just wish Shawn and Ric Flair got better receptions. But like they got pretty good receptions. But like Stone Cold got the best reception ever. I was like, my goodness. And he got one of the best receptions I've ever heard in my life. That place went nuts. And that was a good. I think that was really a good thing to do, because Monday Night Football had their trailer for some movie called Star Wars or something like that, which I'll try to talk about next week. I'll talk about the trailer. I already got seen the trailer twice, so I'm gonna watch it again. I'll talk about it next week. But I thought it was pretty good Raw. Cena and the Dudley Boys versus New Day, and I'm putting Xavier Woods through a table. I thought that should set up very nicely for Hell in a Cell, for the pay-per-view, or for the event on WWE Network. $9.99 a month, so it's me being goofy. I crack myself up all the time. What else do we got? We had the Bellas. We had Nikki Bella facing. What is it? I think it was Nikki and Alicia versus Sasha Banks and Naomi, and I thought Sasha Banks did a really good job. She's so over with the crowd. It's like the crowd's gonna turn her face eventually and stuff. And Brie beat Charlotte, which I don't know. Charlotte won. Sorry guys. Charlotte beat Brie. Charlotte made her tap out with the figure eight, thank goodness. And it's just hard to remember all the matches because they did a really good job and stuff like that. So if you get a chance, go back and watch it. Eric Rowan came back. He's replacing Luke Harper for us. Taking some personal time off. I do not know what that is. Once the news breaks of that, I'm sure they'll find out their release statement. Randy Orton is on the shelf right now because Randy Orton's dealing with the dislocated shoulder. He has to have an MRI. He's either having an MRI this week or he had his MRI and it's not looking good. He was dealing with a shoulder injury before, and it really got aggravated stuff. So they wrote him off TV. There were rumors he no-showed the Mexico tour. No, he did not no-show the Mexico tour. All he did was he let WWE know what was going on. It's fine. He dislocated. He was dealing with the shoulder injury or something, and it dislocated again. So it's really bad for him. WWE's sending him for an MRI, or sent him for an MRI. So we'll see what happens. Don't expect him back anytime soon. I think they'll give him some time off. Cena is set to take time off after Hell in a Cell, which we knew about. He asked for that a while ago, so he'll be back around Christmas time. So expect him to probably drop the U.S. title. I kind of hope it's going to be Tyler Breeze, because something happened, we'll talk about next week, where Tyler Breeze might have the U.S. title soon. Finally, I wanted to talk about who should beat Sheamus for the Money in the Bank briefcase. I talked about this a little bit last week, but I was rushing on it. What they should do is have Dean Ambrose beat Sheamus for the I keep saying United States Championship. Sorry guys. For the Money in the Bank briefcase. I'm sorry, but I like Sheamus. Sheamus is a fantastic talent. He's a nice guy in real life too. For people have told me that people have met him say he's a really nice guy in real life. However, he does not need that Money in the Bank briefcase. He could get over any other way he wants. He does not need that Money in the Bank briefcase. That briefcase should have gone to Roman Reigns anyway. Roman Reigns or Neville should have gotten that briefcase. But in the absence of those guys, I say give it to Ambrose. What happens is Sunday at the Money in the Bank, they have a tag team match. I think it's trying to remember, it's Neville, Cesaro, and Ziggler versus King Barrett, Sheamus, and Rusev. And thank goodness that old Rusev stuff is over, by the way. That old storyline somewhere. Oh my gosh, that was a pain in the butt. I talked about last week. That was a horrible storyline. Because Vince, Vince is like his lucky star, so that storyline's over. Because that was awful. Because that's all of the. Oh my gosh, I couldn't even watch that part. That was so. Oh, ugh. Ugh, it was bad. But no, it's like, and then I think that they should put a stipulation that whoever wins on the team of Neville, Cesaro, and Ziggler gets the Money in the Bank briefcase. I don't think we'd see Ziggler win because he's already had that case before. I think we would see Neville win or Cesaro win. Either of those two guys would be good. But what I think they should do is next Monday Night Raw, they should have Dean Ambrose beat Sheamus. And then a year from that day, he has a year from that day to cash in because he's won from the champion. So from the Money in the Bank winner, excuse me. He has a year from that day to cash in, and he keeps holding it over Ron's head, saying, hey, I'm going to take your title, stuff like that. And then at Survivor Series, he does cash in, and he wins the World Heavyweight Championship, WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That's what I think should happen. I like Sheamus. Sheamus is awesome, but he doesn't need the Money in the Bank briefcase to be over. He really doesn't. Or else give it to Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt might actually be good now. I think next year, like what the guys I talked to on Twitter, Lee Sanders, I think he does the RCWR show. If you ever get a chance, listen to the podcast, watch him on YouTube. He's very smart. He was saying that he thinks next year will be the year of Bray Wyatt, and I'm obligated to agree with him. I think next year will be Bray Wyatt's year. I think we will see Bray Wyatt win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Do I think it'll be right away? No, but I think he should obviously win the Money in the Bank case. Just like, could you imagine how weird it would be if the lights go out and he comes out with that thing and like he's going slow, he's not like rushing, but like that, and like Rollins tries to get out of the ring and like Harper, Strowman, and Rowan surround the ring so he can't go anywhere. So Bray Wyatt could take his sweet friggin' time and get down there and cash in and just beat his butt. Oh my gosh, I think that would be amazing. I'd love to see that. But I think that's who I'd like to see. Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns. They're going to end their feud this Sunday anyway, so they got lots of possibilities what they could do with those two. Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Cesaro. Cesaro's so over, man. It's crazy. He's got the Cesaro section. They go nuts every time he comes out, man. Somebody give him a good shot with Tell. I think he deserves it too. Cesaro. Who was there? They say Neville. Sami Zayn is on the shelf right now because he's injured. I'm not on the shelf, but he's injured. He hurt his arm or something, or shoulder, said that. So he's coming back soon, though. But he could be put in the title picture. That's just guys who I think could be in there. I think all of them are over. Owens could be over. Ryback could be a good short term. If they want to be as a short term champion, I think he'd be actually really good. That's it for me today, guys. I just to go out off the top of my head. I wanted to expand on it last week, but I think that they should have Dean Ambrose win the Money in the Bank case and just hold it over Rollins and go, I'm going to take your title. It's like, because Sheamus does not need the Money in the Bank briefcase. He's so over. He's over too. He doesn't need the Money in the Bank briefcase. Matter of fact, I'd like to see Sheamus face someone else. I want to see him face some big guy who used to be called the Next Big Thing. I think those guys could beat the tar out of each other. It'd be awesome. But that's it for me today, guys. Thank you for letting me talk on. Sorry my voice kind of went out a little bit. I had to clear my throat. That helped a lot and stuff. And hope you guys have a good Back to the Future day. Go watch the trilogy if you can. Everybody should watch Back to the Future. It's awesome. Great Scott. 1.21 gigawatts. All that stuff's awesome. I love Back to the Future. I'm going to go have some coffee. I might have some macaroni and cheese later. I'm going to have some McDonald's or something like that, Subway. So like that. Have a good day. Go have some macaroni and cheese, guys. I will talk with you next week. Enjoy Supergirl when it premieres next Monday. Enjoy the Fear Fest tonight on AMC if you get a chance to watch it. Enjoy Arrow's Supernatural. I will talk with you guys next week. Enjoy your show. Oh, and enjoy Doctor Who on Saturday. They've been doing a really good job running hot with Doctor Who, no matter what Forbes magazine or whatever that stupid magazine says. Doctor Who's ratings are through the roof here in America. They're doing well in England. It's just because of the rugby tournament. Just have a good day. I will talk with you guys later. Enjoy WWE Hell in a Cell this Sunday. We'll talk about that next week. Bye, guys.